People are going to hear things firsthand from you. So, Professor Adeloye, like you will know, I will say, you're welcome to this podium.
Thank you so much, Big Boss. Looking as radiant as ever. A
Thank you so
warm,
much, Prof.
a warm evening, morning, and afternoon to all of us that are in the room today. Special welcome to the newcomers who are attending the meeting, the Zoom meeting for the first time. You are most welcome. And what I want you to do now is that you should pick up that phone and call everyone you know, your friends, members of your religion, the church you attend, the mosque you attend. Please get them into the house because what we are going to discuss today is powerful. And if you are new, I just can't say this enough. By the time we end this meeting, you are going to call whoever invited you and ask them how you can become a member of Phytoscience. I'm also welcoming all our friends who have been with us for so long, but are still dilly-dallying. They are still second guessing, as my big boss usually says, on whether to become members of Phytoscience or not. A warm welcome to our old friends, our members of Phytoscience. Thank you so much for being here today. I said you should call whoever you can lay your hands on, whoever you can call up, so please come in. We are going to know today why people die, why we age and we die. And that is because as we are sitting now, there's a lot of war going on within us. The immune cells are busy 24 hours helping us with our health, yet we know nothing about them. Let me give you an example. For instance, of course, Big Boss has mentioned my name. So at times, I just overlook that. My name is Babatunde Adeloye, and it is great being with you. Thank you, Phytoscience Nigeria, for giving me the opportunity. At times, I'm bursting with what to say, so much that I overlook some things. You see, let us take a look at fever. When a bacteria, for instance, enters your bloodstream, we call these ones exogenous pyrogens. Pyrogens, from the name pyrogen, that is heat generators, they will come in and then the immune system will spot them. You see, monocytes are patrolling the bloodstream 24 hours of the day. When they notice that there's something happening inside the body, because mast cells, all these are immune cells, will be the first to sense there's something happening. And then what do? They dilate. The dendritic cells and mast cells will dilate and allow that by secreting histamine, allowing the tissue there to become permeable to the immune cells. So monocytes will enter and differentiate into macrophages. Macrophages try to take care of the injury by secreting cytokines, interleukin-1, interleukin-6, and tumor necrosis factor, alpha. These ones travel to the brain and interact with the hypothalamus, which, everything about the body is setting a kind of gap between the lower and the higher point. And that is what, for instance, makes your blood sugar to be minimum of whatever it is, maximum of what it should be ordinarily. Likewise, your body temperature. So the hypothalamus is being told now that there's a problem inside the body. What it's going to do is going to set a higher, through the prostaglandins, a higher temperature, a higher maximum temperature for the body. Increasing that temperature means that you are going to shiver because heat will be withdrawn from your outer extremities, making you to shiver, raising your core temperature to be able to kill the parasites that are inside you. But as you age, these immune cells can no longer do what they should do. For instance, the macrophages are going to secrete interleukin-1, interleukin-6, and tumor necrosis that are no longer that efficient. So when they get to the brain, they can no longer initiate the hypothalamus to get to the temperature that it used to get to. So these antigens will be inside your body. And unlike when you are younger, when you used to have more fever, as you are aging, you are having less fever because you can no longer achieve that. Your hypothalamus is no longer going to be able to achieve that higher temperature that will initiate fever for you. It is not only the macrophages that are affected. What about T cells? T cells will now have more of memory T cells and no new T cells because your thymus stopped growing at the age of maybe 18 and started diminishing. Usually by the age of 50, 60, you have just a small percentage of the thymus left. What that means is that you're no longer having any new, what we call naive T cells. So you cannot take care of, because T cells are part of the adaptive immune system. They study the problem that is coming in, and then some of them will retain, some of them will die, some will retain the memory of what they attacked. So when that thing comes in again, they attack again, and very fast this time around, multiply rapidly. The same applies to B cells. B cells originate from the bone marrow, just like T cells, but they mature there, and then they circulate through the entire system. They use humorous attack. That is, they produce antibodies to attack antigens. As they are getting old, they also have a disproportionate percentage of new B cells. That is not only the case. There are other cells like eosinophils that initiate things like allergy. So all these ones, as they get old, become more troublesome for the body. The worst thing is that not only are they no longer taking care of the inflammation, they have become pro-inflammatory themselves, creating more problems for the body. Even when there is no antigen inside the body, these immune cells are already creating problems for the body. And that is why we age, and that is why we die. You see, we have been talking about the stem cells taking care of the organs, the liver, the kidneys. But what you have not said anything about is the immune cells. Are we going to get new immune cells? How is it possible for us to get new T cells that are no longer being produced by the body? Because the body is just managing to create more T cells from the ones it already has. And since we are not getting any new ones, and if it suffers, of course, after some divisions, maybe 64 divisions, it's going to suffer what we call senescence. No new T cells are coming in. So you have to be managing the ones you have that have become defective and now pro-inflammatory already. So is there any way out for us? Because it's one thing for you to be regenerating your tissues and organs. What about your immune cells? Are we going to have a way of doing that? Can even the old stem cells you have inside your body regenerate any of your organs? Those are the questions we are going to answer today. So I will just go straight into the slides. Can you see my screen, Big Boss? Hello?
Yes, Prof. I can.
You can see my screen.
It's coming up.
Yes.
Thank you.
I hope your guests are already in, because what we are going to discuss today is so important. It's paramount to everybody that is on the surface of the earth. So we offer you the amazing opportunity of living a healthier and wealthier life. On Wednesday, we are going to talk about the wealthier way of living life. Today, we are just looking at the healthier way of looking at life and living a better life. Now, I've said something before. You see, there's a lot of drugs going around these days. I was part of a forum, and somebody mentioned that I should be allowed to speak about my therapy. And some people said, no, we want to listen to a pharmacist or a medical doctor. And I was wondering, in this age, yes, we need pharmacists, we need doctors, but most likely they are going to recommend drugs to us. Chemicals, yes, they have their own way of helping us in a way, but at times they create more problems. Indeed, at all times they create more problems for us because they are not natural. They are synthesized, and then they create more problems at times than they try to solve. At times, if we see the side effects of some of these drugs, we wonder why we take them at all. But when you are desperate, you just have to manage whatever you have for that particular point in time. Today, we are going to see that we are going to go through this taking care of our health in a very natural way that does not involve drugs, because we are made of cells. So what are stem cells? Stem cells are mother cells which have the amazing power to produce new cells that can transform into any tissue or organ in your body. You see, the idea of stem cells started with a long time ago. Well, not too long, but I just want to talk about embryonic stem cells. From 1998 to 2005, it was the popular thing. But embryonic stem cells come from the fetus 4 to 5 days after fertilization. And that meant that the fetus had to be killed for people to have access to the stem cells coming from them. And then in 2005, President Bush took the action to stop embryonic stem cell usage. So that put paid to the idea of embryonic stem cells. But then there are some induced pluripotent stem cells, but they don't have the capabilities of embryonic stem cells, because embryonic stem cells formed all the tissues and organs inside the body, inside the fetus. So are you talking about the heart, the liver, the kidneys? They are all formed inside the mother's womb using embryonic stem cells that are pluripotent. Pluripotent means that they can differentiate into any kind of cells inside the body, which is why they are able to create the fetus. Then later, cord blood cell stem cell came in. That is the one got from the placenta. That one has lower capabilities of differentiation because it's not pluripotent, it's just multipotent. It can only differentiate into a certain number of cells. It cannot create all the organs in the body. Now, embryonic stem cells, even the time it was being used, had a problem, especially when it differentiated too fast. It could produce all kinds of wrong differentiation. But cord stem cell, which you can store in a stem cell bank, maybe you can use it in future, has its limitations too. As I said, it cannot just differentiate into any kind of cell. Embryonic stem cell, as good as it was, could cause genetic mutations. And you can see each of these has its own disadvantages. But what we are going to offer you today has no disadvantages at all. We have been offered something even more potent than embryonic stem cells. And that is what we have to offer you today. We are going to come across that very soon. So let us just go on. It is due to this wonderful ability that they have the potential to treat over 200 life-threatening diseases. We usually say over 200. Anyway, over 200 is good, because over 200 could mean everything too. We try to be modest. Indeed, these products take care of all health issues apart from a severed limb. There's nothing you can do about that. At times, when we advise people, don't do this, don't do that, they go ahead and do it. For instance, the woman that came to me said she was going to have an operation on her thyroid. In spite of what I told her that her product would take care of that, she went ahead and cut it. Later, she told me she could not control her temperature. There's nothing I could do about that. It's already removed. I can't guarantee that it can grow back. It's possible, but I can't guarantee that. The human body is composed of an estimated 30 trillion cells. And that makes it very important for us to take care of our cells, to guard them jealously. Now, stem cells are also found in plants and animals. Indeed, what we have to offer you today are plant stem cells. And you're going to see there's a big gap, a big difference between animal stem cells, including the embryonic stem cell, and plant stem cells. Yeah, you may say plant stem cells cannot become animal stem cells, but you are going to see that the special source we are going to get our stem cells from have that special ability to do that. That is a great breakthrough in science. Indeed, the world of healthcare never remained the same since we came into the world with our products. Now take a look at that baby. The baby has 100%. Actually, that's an exaggeration. The baby cannot have 100% anymore. Don't forget that by the time the 4 or 5 days have passed, the embryonic stem cell is no longer embryonic stem cell. It has become adult stem cell. But since the baby still has much, maybe 90-something%, you can still say, yeah, baby has a lot of the stem cells in him. Look at the age of 18 years, only 40% is left. At the age of 30 years, 25%. And at the age of 60 years and above, 5%. Don't forget that you're not talking about older stem cells. The 100% you are looking at, whatever it was, maybe 90%, is more effective per percentage than the 40% you are looking at. The 40% you are looking at is far more effective in percentage to that of the 25% you are seeing. So it's far more than just 40% to 25% or to 5%, a lot more. So as we age, our stem cells decrease. Not just that, they lose their vitality, the ability to differentiate. For instance, monocytes find it more difficult to differentiate into macrophages as you get older. T cells, from what we've seen, become older and they are less able to marshal an attack on the pathogens entering our bodies. That is the same for all immune cells, not just the immune cells, but for cells inside all of our organs, which is why we age and eventually have to drop the physical body. Now, let us see what facts we have about stem cells. Everybody has them. Everybody uses them every day, of course. We use a lot of them every day. And of course, they die. What that means is that for us to continue to live, we need to establish a way of healthily replenishing our stem cells. So they diminish with age, lifestyle, and environmental factors. Therefore, we need to be deliberately taking action, nourishing them, and creating more stem cells every day if possible. And that is what we are going to offer you today. Now, what are the potential uses of stem cells? You notice that here, we have not even mentioned anything about immunity. But I can assure you, when the immunity is compromised, many of these things will happen. Compromised immunity is what gives rise to almost all these health issues. So we are going to find a way of going about all this so that we can take care of things like stroke, traumatic brain injury, learning defects, Alzheimer's disease, Parkinson's disease, all these missing teeth. We are going to see a way of naturally handling all these issues today and even far beyond what we can see. Of course, we have to list all the things we can take care of. The slides won't even take them, won't take 1% of the health issues Phytoscience stem cell products take care of. Now, that's our building in Bandar Baru Bangi in Malaysia. $4 million fully paid. We are not owing anybody. We've not been owing anybody anything for so many years. And we have put in so many years into this business. You can be sure that we're not going to run away. We're not going to disappear overnight because we have a range of products that no other company in the world can ever offer you. That the world of medicine, the world of pharmacy can never offer us because there's already a defect built into that system that will prevent it from being like what we are offering you. We are going to see that more of that as we go on. Now, these are the brains behind our products. That is our business. Light and Peng founded this business and then he passed on. And the co-founder, Elatan, has taken over the job and then she's doing a fantastic work with the CEO, Willie To. These are the wonderful people with plenty of experiences that can take us through whatever you want to know, whatever you want to experience in network marketing, because it still boils down to telling others about this product because you can't see something as good as this and not let other people know. Because our primary job is to make life easier for the next man. We are not here to live a selfish life, but to let others have a big relief, especially when it comes to their head and at times also their pocket as well. Now, this is a great man. This is the man who breathed in the, when one door closed with embryonic stem cells, there's a way God works. 2005, the President Bush stopped embryonic stem cells for good reasons too. And then, year 2008, Dr. Fred Zuli, a renowned biochemist. Don't forget, biochemists are the brains behind drugs, not pharmacists. Pharmacists take their research findings and then turn them into drugs. Doctors recommend. So my people that were telling me the other time that they wanted a pharmacist or a medical doctor to talk to them got it wrong. Our products are from biochemists, the ones that are at the bottom, that are the root of drugs, because they know everything about biochemical pathways and know how to disrupt them and how to use them to create the best of products for the world and make life easier for everybody. So this man is fantastic. You may Google him later. Dr. Fred Zuli is a great man. He has so many patents. You'll be shocked when you look at his profile. You'll see that he's a man you really should follow because he has really blazed a trail. Because in year 2008, he and his team of researchers came up with, for the first time, plant stem cells that could be used by humans. And we are going to see the apple that gave rise to this very soon. So that is Dr. Fred Zuli, the brain behind our products with Mibe Biochemistry in Switzerland, with about 100,000 workers. You can see almost 100,000 workers. That is no small company at all. We are all over the world. We have written 41 countries here, but many more countries are coming up. You can see our darling country is there. So many African countries are there. So that means that if you go into phytoscience, you are going to have the opportunity of having your business in all these countries. It's fantastic. It's an opportunity you want to miss. Now, disease will rise over the years due to pollution, sedentary lifestyle, genetically modified foods, and exposure to radiation. You see, all this, in the end, we begin to generate cytokines. What are cytokines? Cytokines, from the name, cyto, that has to do with cell. Kinesis. That is, cytokines are the ones that carry messages between one cell and another. So, for instance, if there's a problem somewhere, the stem cell, the immune cells will secrete cytokines and initiate inflammation. Inflammation, that is, acute inflammation, is the natural way the body takes care of injury. We call it injury, whether it's an invasion or something that's coming up from inside the body itself. And these immune cells will now send messages to other immune cells that there's a problem here. Come over here and do your work. We have all sorts of immune cells. We have the neutrophils, which are the tiniest. They have granules. Granulocytes, we call them. They come in and then they attack the problem, whatever is causing the problem, the pathogen. Now, neutrophils are not so big, so they cannot handle things like worm. But they can create a net. That net will not allow the helminth, that is the worm, to spread. But as they age, of course, neutrophils won't be able to have a very good net anymore. So these pathogens can then escape. Not just that, these pathogens themselves have also found a way of beating the immune system. Now, macrophages will come in and engulf the pathogens, the neutrophils that died, and then we also initiate through some interleukins. Interleukins, of course, are leukocytes, are white blood cells. Inter also tells you that these are things that can initiate communication between cells. And that is what drives the immune system. That is what is going on inside us right now, and we are not even aware of it. You should know that you should wonder, how is it that one should think that every day we live, we go through 1,000 ways to die, we face 1,000 ways to die. How come we survive? It is because of these things that are happening inside us. I ask you to call whoever you can call, because they need to know that as they are getting older, they'll be more prone to health issues because their immune system is bound to go down. There's nothing they can do about it unless they take phytoscience products. I'm not boasting. That is just a simple fact of life. Now we are introducing this wonderful apple, Cochila spartloba. Spart means delayed, loba means shedding of leaves. That's something about this apple. It is sour, so it was not that popular, found in Switzerland in the area called Utila. Now, there's something special about this apple. How come throughout winter it does not shed its leaves or its fruits? And then if you pluck it, months after plucking, the skin remains fresh. Unlike our own apples, the ones we are used to, that we begin to turn, we wrinkle in no time at all. So Dr. Frezuli felt there must be something special about this apple. And that was why he cultured it so much that 0.01% concentration of the Swiss apple using biotechnology called Phytoscience can help us regenerate 80% of our stem cells. That is fantastic. That solved the problem of using stem cells. So embryonic stem cells is invasive, and we have seen the problems, disadvantages of going through that. Of course, it can cause all sorts of problems inside the body. But this one is going to ginger your body to produce its own stem cells, pluripotent stem cells that regenerate every tissue and every organ. It's massive. Please let us give it a thumbs up for this apple, for the biochemistry, and for phytoscience. Please let us show appreciation, because the world has not remained the same ever since our products burst into the world. So what did this do for you? Protect healthy cells, repair damaged cells, and regenerate dormant cells. It is far beyond this. We cannot just continue to mention what you can benefit from this apple. Of course, if you have such wonderful products, you must have a good marketing partner, because the biochemistry is into producing our products. They cannot market, otherwise there'll be too much on their plate. So they needed to hand over the marketing aspect of it to Phytoscience Malaysia. So a memorandum of understanding was signed for the exclusive ownership of double stem cell and triple stem cell formulation. And then that is why, if anybody tells you they are marketing stem cell products today, know that if they're not marketing Phytoscience stem cell products, they are not marketing anything. We are the only company that have a paper behind it. Whatever anybody is going to do about plant stem cells today, they must refer to the work of Dr. Frezuli and his team of scientists at Maybell Biochemistry. You may need to Google that later, but you see that what I'm saying is true. Now, here are our products, wonderful products. We are going to take some of these products one at a time to see just why we claim our products are unparalleled. There are no products like this on the surface of the earth. And that is why we don't encourage you to stock your house full of our products or full of products that cannot be taken by you. You see, some companies will force you to buy some products in the name of getting some points that will become money for you in future or qualify you for a particular thing in future, and then force you to buy products they cannot market. Phytoscience is not like that. Every product we have is a hot cake. I mean that. And we shall see very soon why I say so. Now, double stem cell and crystal cell are the stem cell products. What that means is that they are the ones that can take care of all health issues by regenerating every tissue and every organ in the body, including, I'm not adding that now, which we might not have been emphasizing for so long, the immune cells. The immune cells. Finally, we have found a way of regenerating eosinophils, basophils, T cells, B cells, macrophages, monocytes, mast cells, because even your skin is being regenerated. If you have taken this product for some time, either crystal cell or double cell or both, you notice that your skin is different. That also means that pathogens find it more difficult entering your body. And when you look at even your nostrils, all the parts that have epithelial cells, for instance, your guts, your nasal cavity, all the cells, they have been regenerated, which means that you are not likely to have, okay, for instance, allergens, maybe pollen or dust particles used to irritate my nostrils and I will sneeze. Recently, I dusted some places and I did not sneeze, because sneezing is the work of basophils. They bring in histamine and then they try to expel the allergens. Allergens are things that the body should not even react to in the first instance because they are not dangerous, like dust particles, pollen grain. But they are not. But the immune system is overactive and begins to see them as enemies. And once it begins to see them as enemies, for instance, hay fever in Europe and in some other parts of the world, hay fever is actually nothing. It's just allergens. But a lot of people react to that allergen, and the immune system begins to throw up all sorts of things that will make you uncomfortable, like congested system. The whole body is congested. That is what we're now saying you are free from because of these products. So what do these products do for you? You have a lot of antioxidants, and what they will do for you is to protect the longevity of your skin's stem cells by regenerating the cells. You know, the skin has a lot of layers, 4 layers. The lowest layer has the stem cells. Now, as you are aging, your skin cycle becomes shorter in the sense that, for instance, if you are still young, maybe only 40, if you are still young, 30 days, your skin cells are already regenerated. But if you are getting old, it can even grow as long as 75 days. So what will this product do for you? Fight chronocrine aging, improve your cellular health, and boost your energy, gives you better blood circulation, improve your mental function, and neutralize free radicals, aid in reducing belly fat, help in your urinary tract, and then preserve your vision. It will aid in constipation and digestion as well. Now, how do you take these products? You pour a sachet under your tongue 2 hours before the first meal of the day, and then you drink lots of water. You put your tongue back on top for about 10 minutes, and then you drink plenty of water. And it's best consumed on an empty stomach. Don't chew it or inhale it. It should go under your tongue. And then it's going to ginger your body to produce those stem cells that will take care of all health issues. That is amazing. The next product is SnowphyllForte. This is going to give you the best aid in gastrointestinal problems. With a balanced body acid alkaline count, it will rebuild your hemoglobin and red blood cells, because the snow algae is fantastic in that respect, because it resembles so much the human red blood cell, the hemoglobin. And it's excellent for sickle cell anemia and fights all forms of infection and manages blood sugar. This is why it is so important for everybody to take this product. And especially those who are diabetic, those who want to boost their immune system, those who have sickle cell anemia, those who want better blood. This is your food. And who should drink SnowphyllForte? People who are diabetic, colon cancer, kidney disease, hormonal imbalance, liver problems, rheumatism, pale complexion, weight problems, those who have heart attack, high blood pressure, those who feel heat, experience menstrual pain, suffer constipation, dislike eating vegetables, often catch cold, experience sore throat, smoke, and take alcohol. We advise you not to do those things, but if you have to, which is not advisable, you can let this be your friend. And those who have sickle cell anemia. Now, how do you take SnowphyllForte? You pour a sachet in 50 cl of water and mix thoroughly, and you sip over a period of 30 minutes to 2 hours. Make sure you finish it early enough, I would say, because it makes some people to pee, because it's a detoxifier. So you don't want to wake up too frequently to pee at night. So I usually advise, make sure you finish it by 4 p.m. It's not everywhere that it makes to pee. You see, it depends on what it makes inside your body. That is the beauty of our product. How long does it take crystal cell and SnowphyllForte to show effect? Take a look at the immediate action with minutes of hours. Polyphenols, resveratrol can inhibit their inside the stem cell product. Nuclear factor kappa B is an inflammation pathway. That is, you disrupt it. That's why I said biochemists are so fantastic in doing that. They know how to disrupt that pathway. Or activate nuclear factor 2 antioxidant response within a few hours after absorption. And then this gives you antioxidant effect, reducing reactive oxygen species. Because when you look at neutrophils, for instance, they need reactive oxygen species to take care of pathogens. So ROS is not completely bad. It is when it becomes too much that becomes a problem. Even interleukin-6, interleukin nuclear factor alpha are not necessarily bad interleukins. It's just that when they become overexpressed and cannot be controlled, for instance, Treg, regulatory T cells, are the ones that should keep them in check. But if they are defective, then they can run amok and create all sorts of problems inside the body. So, and then this will quickly boost your antioxidant level and then cell signaling effects. See, I was talking about it the other time. Cell signaling starts within hours. That is, if you are having too much of pro-inflammation, this is going to take care of it. What about short-term action, days to weeks? Then anti-inflammatory effects like lowering your CRP and the tumor necrosis factor alpha, interleukin 6, or DNA protection markers. That is, there'll be less of DNA damage in your blood cells. This will show up after within a week or 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, and then tissue repair and wound healing, which will support by flavonoids and chlorophyll derivatives. Flavonoids that are inside DS and CC, crystal cell and double stem cell, and chlorophyll that is inside SnowphyllForte. No, we are talking about SnowphyllForte, crystal cell, and double stem cell. And then noticeable effects in 1 to 2 weeks of consistent intake. What about long-term action? Effects on cellular senescence, aging pathway, as I said before, and immune system remodeling. For instance, eosinophils goes into your nostrils, even there's an inflammation, and then remodel it, making you to have asthma. That is why people have asthma. So, improved immunosenescence, you can see there's naive T cells there, because this product will give you new naive T cells that can then take care of new problems if you have them. Usually takes several months or regular intake, 3 to 6 months for noticeable changes in immune resilience or anti-aging markers. And the deeper benefits are repair, regeneration, anti-aging. So you need 3 to 6 months to get that achieved. Now, this is a powerful product. You see, some tribes in the world have it that what they eat is just fruits. They don't cook anything. And it's found that because they eat a variety of food, their immune system is fantastic. And that is what Actua Plus offers you, because it has 18 fruits, 12 vegetables, and 9 spices. You are in very good hands. And your gut likes that a lot, because the more the variety of food you eat, the better your gut, because 70 to 80% of the immune cells are inside your gut, waiting to see what you are going to eat. So it's the best option that helps you to heal and recover from all diseases, especially diabetes. It will boost and strengthen your immune system, as I said earlier. You put 10 drops in 50 cl of water 3 times daily for recovery if you are diabetic or you are recovering from any serious ailment. For maintenance, you just 5 drops in 50 cl of water 3 times daily. Shake properly, shake the bottle properly, and then mix thoroughly with water before you take. Miracle Intense Essence is indeed a miraculous product for external application. So if you have a diabetic gangrene, this will be working from outside, regenerating the skin from outside, while double cell crystal cell will be working from inside. And then, of course, SnowphyllForte as well. It's going to give you better skin texture and skin tone, which enhance your skin vitality, moisten up and make supple your skin, and speed up wound healing. What about H2O moisturizer? This is the beauty product. You apply it to your neck and your face, and it has a way of blocking UV, 2 bands of UV rays, and then it's anti-free radicals and anti-aging effects. Fantastic. It raises fine lines and brightens up your skin and firms it up. IQ Plus was made for the brain and the eyes. So what will it do for you? To improve your brain health, cognitive function, memory, and even mood. Reduce the risk of macular degeneration and protect your brain cells from damage by toxic free radicals. It will prevent memory loss and mental decline and reduce mental fatigue, improve eye function, including the ability to adapt to the dark. It enhances cognitive abilities in older women and keeps the brain sharp. All you need to do is just take 1 to 2 sachets per day after meal, and then you are good. What about the weight management product? SnowphyllForte will support muscle build, provide satiety, aid in digestion, increase metabolism, increase in burning fat, increase fat burn, reduce cholesterol, and prevent osteoporosis. It is vegetarian friendly. And then what about its friend, New Light? These 2 products work together. New Light will give you regular bowel movement, relieve constipation, support digestive health, strengthen your immunity, assist weight loss, help in fat burning, and then improve cholesterol level and maintain blood sugar control for you. Now, product certification. We are well certified. Indeed, you cannot put all our certificates or certification on the slide. That's the Phytoscience. That is the greatest, perhaps, what changed the medical world completely, Phytoscience. Good manufacturing practice. Our products are 100% natural and vegetarian friendly, halal certified, and we got the award, Innovation Prize Award in 2014 for our product. That's the NAFDAC approval, and then the mother of all approval, the FDA certificate, always up to date. Now, here are our products. I mean, the packages you have to get so that you can become a member. The silver package has 73 pairing points, and the pairing point determines how much you are going to earn. And it costs just $192. It comes with one SnowphyllForte, one double stem cell, and 4 crystal cells. There could be a variation in this. And then the gold mix package has 395 pairing points or product points, and it's only $1,060. And it comes with 22 crystal cells, 6 SnowphyllForte, and 2 IQ plus. The junior platinum, $1,416. It has 500 product points. You get 6 double stem cells, 6 SnowphyllForte, 2 IQ plus, and then 32 packs of crystal cell. Now, there's a promo going on now, and I can assure you can qualify because you still have till March 2027. So if you sign up directly, 10 packages of these promo packages from gold to platinum, you enjoy 9 days and 8 nights in Malaysia. It's fantastic. Please go ahead. It's not difficult to sign up 10 such packages. Now, if you sign up 16 such packages, not only will you get 9 days and 8 nights, you also going to get 300 PSP. PSP is our dollar for shopping, just for shopping. And then if you're able to sign up 24, you get 9 days, 8 nights, and then $300 for shopping, and then $1,500 flight subsidy. So you are going without spending a dime, and you are going to have a wonderful time. Now, thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. It's been great being with you tonight. I can't thank you enough for listening to me. Please, I'd like to now hand you over to my host, Big Boss, Alex. Over to you, please.
I am sure your hands are not too busy. Yes. Help me go to the reaction button. Help me to plaster a lot of reactions for Professor Adeloye. And I also want you to give, please, remember I said, when I was about to start today's Zoom, I said, the person who is coming to the Zoom to give the presentation, I do not even know how to introduce because I was short of words. I got stuck trying to introduce him, the kind of nomenclature to add to his name, or the kind of, I didn't know what to, but I am sure at the end of this presentation, if you are listening to me, the people who may really, really understand everything in totality will be, maybe you are medical personnel, you are Prof took us to a very, very high altitude today. If you go, yes, Prof took us to a different, we were somewhere else because he I will not say dissect now. Prof, you know when you want to give a baby food and you don't want the baby to choke on the food, Prof made a mashed potato of whatever he gave out today. And I tell you, this is and can only come from a professor. It can only come from a professor. And I think we are not surprised because of what he gave out tonight is just simply Harvard class. Imagine if we were told to come and sit in this class and pay for what we have listened to tonight. I'm sure a lot of us will be like, the bill is going to be coming in hundreds of thousands. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much for being a wonderful audience. You have been so super cooperative this evening. And I want to say thank you again. If you are coming here for the first time, we have about 30 minutes before the end of tonight's presentation. We will give opportunity to those who are coming here for the first time. You have been invited. Someone had asked you to look into the Zoom. kindly put out your hand or give me a reaction or go to the chat room and write out your question. We are going to be taking 3 questions if time permits. We are taking 3 questions, and I hope we'll be able to answer all of them in due course before we call it an evening. Okay, let me quickly read out what I can see from the chat room. Then if you are here, you cannot unmute yourself because we wanted a proper decorum. If you are here and okay, I'm saying someone, Divine Clenam Jason. Your question is, does it really cure chronic kidney disease? Are there testimonies to that effect? Yes, Jason, if I'm allowed to call you that, this takes care of chronic kidney disease. And when we are talking about phytoscience stem cell therapy, we are not talking about managerial. We're not talking about something that is just coming here to massage whatever the problem is or to tell you, just keep using it till the end of, you just have to use it till when. No, these are regenerative therapies. And if you listen properly to what Professor Adeloye was recounting this evening, I'm sure you would have heard where he mentioned how this is solving so many cases that a lot of lives would have been lost with. I have the hand of Sikiru Ibrahim. I am going to ask you to unmute. Sikiru Ibrahim, please go ahead and unmute. And I'll ask, are you a first timer here?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you.
Your question, sir.
Thank you very much. Yes, I've been part of this program. This is my first time coming here, and I really enjoy what was delivered by the prof. Actually, I'm Dr. Sikiru Ibrahim, lecturer in university. But I want to ask a particular question because I'm battling with glaucoma. So how can this stem cell help patients like me who that we are having a glaucoma? You know, it's kind of optic nerve issue, and then we have to regenerate it so it can be better for us. Once it's destroyed, that's the end. So can this particular thing help us? That's the question.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Sikiru. And it is a real big pleasure that a doctor is asking this question. I don't know if Professor Adeloye will want to answer this, but ordinarily, readily, I would have answered. Prof, please.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir, for asking that question. My question will be, can you still see? Can the person still see, sir? Hello?
Dr. Sikiru. He was talking about the optic nerve.
I take it like that. I've handled nothing less than 15 cases of glaucoma.
Please, Prof, can you repeat that?
I've taken nothing less than 15 cases of glaucoma.
Doctor, did you hear that? Nothing less than 15 cases of glaucoma. So you are in good hands.
Yes. A great man is in this room today. Mr. Bola.
Okay.
He brought a case. That man took products for 4 months and then got back to me a few days ago. We knew his eyes were completely okay already. She said, I took your products for 4 months. And then this is 2 months after I stopped taking the products, and my eyesight is still very perfect. But I just want to get 2 more packs because the products make me feel good. There's a woman that had glaucoma, and luckily for her, I got to know the daughter some years before. The daughter is my school daughter, rather. So when the mother was having this issue, she came to me and said, my mother is going blind over glaucoma. So we got products for her for just 6 months. Even the floaters disappeared. That was about 4 or 5 years ago. The eyesight is perfect. My cousin's husband and she herself would have gone blind. They were going blind over glaucoma. Too many cases. Even young people at the age of 20 having glaucoma. I've handled so many cases, nothing less than 15 cases of glaucoma. Whether the person can still see, I give 100% assurance. If the person can no longer see, I don't give assurances. But there's a woman, or rather a man, who had glaucoma and could not see for 10 years. Just one sachet of our product and he saw. That's the big boss.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Prof. I really am super grateful. I think I saw some hands up, but I'm going to take the questions I can find here. Someone is asking, can it undo bone degenerated disease? I'm telling you, from osteoporosis, from everything that had to do with chiseling out of bones and every other thing, therapy will fix them. Someone is asking if it can fix the spine, the lumbar issues. There will be a regeneration for that also. Another person wants to know if the treatment is will work for diabetic and kidney disease. We are talking about total regeneration for your pancreas, where insulin is going to be properly produced. You are going to be fit again. You're going to be fit again. So I will be taking the last question. I see one hand up, and that will wrap it up for us this day. I see a hand up. I don't know if the person is still in the room. Okay, I can see you. Oh, where did you go again? Please, if you are the person, can you raise your hand, because if I do not ask you to unmute, you can't. Oh, I keep missing her out. I saw her just now. Okay, I've seen her. Oh, please. Okay. I hope I'm calling your name correctly. Mokolo. Is that correct?
Yeah, Mukolo is my surname. Just wanted, it's not health related, it's just membership related, the question that I have.
Okay.
How long does the membership take to expire? I'm just interested in that because I did once join like a couple of years ago. So I want to know if it expires, and if it does expire, after how many years, or is it ongoing? And if it does not expire, how do I retrieve my old logins back?
Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to grant you audience to your question, even though that is not what we're treating here. I want to ask, what country are you in?
I'm from South Africa.
South Africa. Where was your package made from?
It was couriered from Nigeria. I joined from someone in Nigeria, but like there was a representative in South Africa. So like I still have my home and I paid, like I still have like the payment details and whatnot. So
yeah. Can you still trace the person who did your sign-offs?
Yeah, there's a gentleman that we've been talking to, and then there was a person in South Africa, but I don't the person who was inside, the representative in South Africa, but I do have a representative in Nigeria at this current point.
Okay. You can get back to the person in Nigeria and everything will be duly done. At Phytoscience, you have a continuous business, but one thing that is common is you must do a yearly renewal, and the yearly renewal is just a token. So if you have left off your business for so many years, you could come back, pick it up, do your renewal, continue with your business. And I want to plead with you, this time if you're coming, do not let that business to lay fallow, because you're going to be saving a lot of lives and you're going to be making a lot of money. So don't waste that opportunity. Some people are still praying to get this opportunity that you have. If you really need to know more, get back to the person who introduced you and let them know you really want to run this, not just for yourself, but for humanity. Thank you so very much. I hope that answers your question. And to everybody who is here tonight, I want to say a very big thank you to you. I can never exhaust saying thank you to you. So before we wrap it up this evening, I've given everybody the authority to unmute themselves. And I want to say we have a slogan when we are rounding
I forgive you for listening
so when
to
I say
they ask the
who
man when they ask
Someone is
are the trend
Trend
maker.
maker.
We are the trend maker.
We are the trend maker. We are the pace setters. We are the trend
We are the
maker.
trend
Thank you
makers.
so very much, everyone. And
Thank
please
you.
be here on
What?
Wednesday. On Wednesday, we are going to be talking about the money-making part of phytoscience. And I'm sure you don't want to miss out. If the product part is this awesome, I'm sure you don't want to miss out on what the money-making part will give you. So see you on Wednesday, same time.